Introduction to Comparable Interface in Java. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to learn about an important aspect of Java programming, which is the comparable interface. Just to give you a recap on interface. So interfaces in Java allow us to define a contract that classes can agree to follow, and comparable provides a way for objects to be ordered. Why use comparable? Let's start with the basics before we answer that question. Why do we need to order objects? To answer that, let's think about uh, your inbox. Your inbox would have emails that can be sorted by date or um, a list of um, people sorted by their IDs, and sorting and ordering are integral to making data manageable and useful. And comparable allows us to define the natural ordering of objects, such as numerical order for numbers or alphabetical order for strings, directly within the class definition itself. Understanding the comparable interface. So the comparable interface in Java requires the implementation of just one method, which is compare to. And this method defines how pairs of objects are compared and is essential for sorting. And the compare to method must be consistent, transitive, and symmetric, and it should never throw a null pointer exception when comparing against a non-null object. So whenever you are thinking about this, make sure that you keep the 4 properties in mind so that the comparisons are logical and error-free. And here's an example of employee class that implements comparable, and employee has ID and string, and this compare to method compares ID. Implementing comparable in custom classes. So we looked at the example. Let's kind of go over this again. How can we implement comparable step by step? So in order to do that, you first need to add implements comparable to your class definition, and then you will need to implement the compare to method. So our person class, we have individual with age and name, and we are comparing individual based on their age. And this method will return a negative number if this object is less than the specified object's age, 0 if the ages are equal, or a positive number if this is greater. Let's look at another example. let's consider a list of person object. We can sort the list using collection sort, which under the hood uses the compare to method we defined. By running this, Java will automatically sort person object by age. And when you print this out, you will be able to see all person object, they are ordered by age. Comparing comparable with comparator. So sometimes you might want more control over sorting, or you might want to sort objects in different ways in different situations. When that's the case, this is where comparator comes in. Unlike comparable, comparator is external to the object's class, and you can define multiple different comparators for a single class. You can see that this example uses a comparator to sort person objects by name, showing an alternative sorting method. Common pitfalls and best practices. So we've seen some examples, and you might be thinking implementing comparable seems straightforward, but there's some pitfalls that you need to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you handle nulls carefully. So you want to make sure that compare to is consistent with equals. And you also want to be aware the performance implication of your compare to method, so that they're crucial to avoid bugs and inefficiencies. So whenever you implement compare to, always make sure to test compare to thoroughly. To reinforce what we have learned, let's look at examples. So this first one is creating a book class that implements comparable by title. So we have book class, and as we talked about, in order to have comparable, we need to implement comparable book, and then we have compare to, and this compares this title with other title. Here's another example. It's an enhancing a person class to sort by name if ages are identical. So we can see that everything is almost same except compare to method. We can see that we are returning the difference in age. Otherwise, we would return name compare if names are not the same. Conclusion. So in conclusion, understanding how to implement and use the comparable interface is really important. If you have any Java projects, it allows you to define the natural order of your objects making it easier to sort, search, and manipulate collections of data efficiently. Thank you everyone for listening.